It's time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Indianapolis. It's the Jets and the Colts, just ahead on EA Sports.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the New York Jets and the Indianapolis Colts. Hello to everyone watching. Joined by Brock Ewart up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And in a while, we're going to find out the answer to a question that fans have been asking for nearly half a year at this point. Who is going to represent this conference in the Super Bowl?
All of these coaches and players preach all season long, never look ahead. You can't do it, right? You've got to focus so much on the present. But you know that every man out there is so aware of what's on the line today and where they could be playing in 2 weeks. It's going to be a game-long challenge, no question, to keep the focus on the right here and the right now. Once you've got a win iced away, well, then you can start entertaining those Super Bowl thoughts and those Super Bowl realities.
Only one of these teams will earn a shot at the Lombardi. The AFC title game is underway. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. Bringing them out a 4th overall pick in 2023 out of Florida, a super athlete at quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that when Anthony Richardson came out of the draft out of Florida, he was the greatest all-around athlete we'd ever seen at quarterback. 240 pounds, running 4.4, jumping 40 inches.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is scooped up by the Jets! And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, this one's certainly off to an exciting start, partner. Hopefully this is the type of energy we're going to see the whole way today.
Defensive coaches, Kate, love to say, steal a possession, find a way to steal a possession. Well, they stole it on the very first play, and now put their offense in the driver's seat.
So now it's the Jets getting out on offense for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year signal caller.
And he doesn't have the advantage he usually does coming off a bye week. Both these teams came in here well-rested after a Sunday away. Of course, that means an extra week of prep work for this defense, too. So he's got his work cut out for him to find ways to attack them today.
And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Defender's smart there to get a hand on that one. And that makes it 2nd and goal. They give it to him up the middle. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Give him 4 yards, and they're sitting on 3rd and goal now. Setting up a throw. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. But they couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Indianapolis offense headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. On 1st down, it's Richardson. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. from the 34. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Got a man. Patterson has it. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd. A give now from the gun. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Flushed out, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the 48-yard line.
Another try following the sack. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jets bring the interception back beyond the 40 before the tackle is made. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Completed over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Cut out left. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. And Brock, they are not off to a good start. 2 drives, 2 giveaways. I think they could call this a win if this drive just doesn't end in a turnover.
Yeah, there's got to be some voices of calm within this offense to play smart, not scared. Play smart and take care of the football, but you can't be scared to make a mistake, or typically one will follow.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Here's a give up the middle. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pick number 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. Bails out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taken a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run third down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up fourth down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. So we're through one here in the AFC title game. Neither side separating much so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll take over here following that punt to end the first. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. And it sets up second down. Throwing now from the gun. Throw left side, complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. To the air now on 1st and 10. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. Back now, pressure on its way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Back to throw now. Complete over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And the Colts will take over. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Option give here. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back-to-back carries here. And that hit stops him in his tracks. A run for no gain doesn't help matters. It's third and long coming up.
No gain on the play. It's now third down and long.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's fourth down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And the fair catch is made just about a yard or two short of midfield. No return on that punt. And it'll be Jets football. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 48. That's the rookie from Texas hauling it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Handoff now from the gun. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Running it now out of the gun. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Jets pull out in front further, 13-zip. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets double their lead to 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Hits his running back. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. The Colts trailing on the scoreboard. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Dump off caught by his back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. They'll throw again, Richardson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. The Colts are ready for the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Jets and this running back headed back out for a new series. And that punt reaches 50 yards. And it'll be their football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Finds a man, right side. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 29. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing off the play fake here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Colts will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
The Colts offense getting one final possession here in the half. There's enough time they can work into field goal range before attempting one to end the half. On 1st down, it's Richardson. Hits him on the in route. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Richardson back to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. This throw is caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. From the red zone now. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Richardson. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down. So we're now halfway through deciding who's going to rep the AFC in the Super Bowl. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints matching up against the San Francisco 49ers.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting in the wings for whoever can finish this game out as we're back underway. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here's the Jets offense getting ready to start our 3rd quarter. They still have the lead, but that touchdown makes it a little close for comfort. This drive a chance to get it back up to a 2-score game. They'll run it from the gun. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They give it to him again. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Right up the gut. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. First and 10 from the 41. Back to the well again. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. From the 34. Connecting on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
On first down, they'll run. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Now with Sauce Gardner dropping him there. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Blown back gets the handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Brown's kick is up and good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Colts and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. And there's a couple of moments we're seeing here that I think he's not going to want to be reminded of after this game. Turnovers have just interrupted his performance in this one. Made it really tough for him and this team to get into and stay in any kind of rhythm. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Play action with Richardson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Jets back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. No set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing from the gun here. Finds the in route complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Pass play coming here. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And it's going to be second down. Here's a throw. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
And the Colts get to him. He goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. Ryan Stonehouse will kick it away. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Colts ready to take the field. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And this one doesn't go far. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
At the 32-yard line.
They're running the option, short side. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Adisa Isaac stops him there. Got 5, and now it's going to be third down and 3.
That's the game of line. Brings up third and 3.
Simple dive up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. It's fourth down.
Only one frame remains before we see who's going to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. The Colts have the ball, playing for their season here. They're down. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Takes it in at the 21. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 58 yards on the punt there. And they're going to take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Running this one left. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react.
Oh, he's in trouble. He'll go down. The Colts got him.
I'm just looking at this hourglass of saying, Kate, and realizing there's not much time left for this team. But the only chance they had was to create a sack right there. Give a little momentum to their offense, who now has no margin for error. You got to go score.
Their punter making his way out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Signaling fair catch, and he takes it in at the 37. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Colts will take over. New set of downs for him at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 41. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
First down throw here from Richardson. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Not the first time you said his name today, Kate. No surprise seeing him add a sack to this total. The same nose to the football that helped him recover a fumble earlier, well, it aided him in the pursuit of the QB, and he nearly forced a fumble of his own on that sack right there.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. Buys time, rolling right. And this one does not go far.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
He puts some air under this one, deep right. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts making a 4-point game here in the 4th. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th. Crawley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing now on first down. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. Handoff on second and short. Still has room inside the 15. And finally, he's down at the 5-yard line. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. Has it in close. And that's a New York touchdown. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Jets make it a 10-point ball game.
14.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Starting from the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. The Colts ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good showing that's seen him in the zone from time to time. And also he's just seen the field well from his spot in the middle of this offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. Able to hit Patterson, complete. Continuing to move past the 45. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. No timeouts and down 2 scores. They've got to find points quickly here. It's 1st and 10. Richardson now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll throw again. Richardson hits his running back. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that without that ball being tipped, we are looking at a big game. That's a missed opportunity to push that offense, but an even better play defensively to deny the throw. This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
And the Jets are able to recover the kick. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Well, that's going to do it, Brock. They recover the kick and now can just run out that clock unimpeded.
Yeah, no timeouts on the opposing sideline. Give some credit to the hands team right there. Got the job done. And now as an offense, the greatest formation in the history of football. You know what that is, Kate?
Line it up, boys.
The victory formation.
The Jets have their offense ready to go again. Their lead's still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation.
The victory formation.
That is all that you're thinking right now, is just make these plays, run out this clock so we could take one more knee and celebrate.
He's down to a knee, and they have done it. They're going to be playing in the Super Bowl. Now for one final kneel down, partner, and this should do it. So it's a road win for the Jets. And they'll raise that Lamar Hunt Trophy high as champions of the AFC. And that earns them 2 more weeks of football until they head to the Bayou and fight for a Super Bowl. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from Indy.